Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to another live stream that I am so excited to bring you guys tonight. Me and the great Sam Revel are going to be ranking the Nrl Fullbacks based off 2022 Nrl season form. Now, this is going to be controversial. A lot of people are going to disagree with our list and our opinions, but that is fine. So this is going to be absolutely fantastic. And once again, I'm joined by the great Sam Revel. Sam, thanks for coming on tonight, bro. And first things first, how are you, my friend?
You're too kind, mate. How can I pass up an opportunity to talk footy with you, bro? We always get along, and it's always a hell of a time, mate. So, no, thank you very much. And we're talking about fullbacks, mate. It's going to be controversial, and yeah, can't wait to get into it with you, mate. Thank you.
It's good to have another brother from another mother on the stream. It's absolutely fantastic, and I love to see it. Hello to everybody in the live chat. We've got about 19 people here as we speak. Apologies about my internet connection. It's a bit sloppy today. Bit slow. Computer's been a bit slow as well, so apologies about that. Hello to the live chat. Hello to Electrical Dust, Rugby League Roundup, Jason Reader, Sam Revel. Oh, not Sam Revel. Fucking CJ Moxley's here, bugging me. Getting everyone mixed up here. Pro Enzo Vids is here. Jack Wotherspoon's here. I haven't seen him for quite some time. Bosky, SS Storm fan, Luke Melbourne Storm fan, Jamie Robertson, Mark Bailey. Good to see the crowd. Rugby League Roundup. Everyone's coming in here. Good now. It's good to see. Got about 25 people as we speak. I hope you're doing well, everyone. Hello, Jack Wotherspoon. Hope you're well, my friend. Long time no see. All right, Sam. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to doing this. So I just want to go over the categories real quickly. So the best fullbacks will be going in the best fullbacks category at the top here. The classy fullbacks will be going in this other category. The mid-range, decent fullbacks will be going in the middle. The average fullbacks will be going here in this section. And the horrible fullbacks, the fullbacks that are absolute dog shit, will be going down the bottom. Just like the Gold Coast Titans every year. But this should be fun.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. And everybody in the live chat, you are more than welcome to give your opinion and your view on players, on where you would have them on our list. So me and Sam might have to compromise a little bit just to get this list right, because we're going to have a different opinion on a couple of these. I have no doubt about it. All right, let's do it, Sam. Let's go.
Yes, please.
The first fullback that we're going to rank based off 2022 form. Let's go with the Eels, Clint Gutherson. King Guffo has had a pretty consistent season. Where would you rank Clint Gutherson?
I don't think Gutho has been as good as what he was last year, but I think statistically he's thereabouts though. Just not as much impact from me. I'd put him up in the lower part of classy.
I think I'm with you. I don't think Gutherson is the best fullback. I don't think he's quite there. I don't think he's decent. He's better than decent, but he isn't better than the best. So he's probably in the classy somewhere. I'm with you. I think Clint Gutherson, oh no, not the best. Fuck me. Classy. Gutherson's a classy fullback, bro. He's pretty good. So he'll go in there. I'm with you on that one. We agree on the first one. I'm surprised.
Okay.
All right. Next fullback. Let's go to someone a bit more bottom tier. Melbourne Storm's Nick Meaney. Now, obviously, Ryan Papenhuyzen's usually their fullback. He was ruled out injured. So Nick Meaney's played pretty much most of the year at fullback. Where would you have Nick Meaney, bro?
So just confirm, we're rating Nick Meaney, not Ryan Papenhuyzen, because
Correct.
Meaney's played more games at fullback. I'd have Meaney in the lowest part of decent. He's done really well. He's played really well to play 3 different, even 4 or 5 different positions throughout 2022 in a different club. He has won games at fullback for the Storm, but just these past 3 weeks, unfortunately, his lack of finals experience has been exposed. So I would say the lower part of decent, because I have always been a fan of Meaney, and he can be a good fullback, but I just think for this year, I think decent, lower part of decent.
I think this is the first one that we're going to disagree with, but I'm not sure if you'll agree with this one. I would have him in average.
Okay.
I don't think Nick Meaney's a fullback. I think he's a winger. That's just me. I know he was a fullback growing up as a young fella coming from Ballina, which is only about 20 minutes from me. He was a fullback then, but he's not an NRL standard fullback, if you know what I mean. I think Nick Meaney he's been okay. He's done a job. I'd probably put Nick Meaney in decent, average, I mean. Sorry, fuck me dead. Average.
All right, the high part of average? High part of average?
Yeah, like towards the top average part, yeah.
Yep. I can join you on the average scale, man, just because he's not the regular fullback, really. So I'm happy to go down to the top part of average, bro. But yeah, he's right in between.
I'm with you on that one, bro. I think we can agree with that. Nick Meaney, average fullback, definitely can improve and become a better fullback. So we'll put him in average for now. All right, let's go to the Dragons. Cody Ramsey. Cody Ramsey went to fullback mid-year. Had some good moments, had some terrible moments. A bit like the Dragons all year, pretty much hot and cold. Cody Ramsey. I think fullback's his spot, bro. But where would you have Cody Ramsey on this list?
Yeah, it's strange old case, Cody Ramsey. I couldn't have him over Nick Meaney, man. Nick Meaney has been more consistent, but I think Ramsey's had more like a standout moment or 2 better than Meaney, but he just hasn't been as consistent. Like Ramsey had that great try against the Warriors, so I'd have him behind Meaney, bro. To be honest with you.
So definitely average, eh? Definitely average. Sir. Yeah, he'd have to be average. I mean, I think he can definitely improve. I mean, if he plays fullback next year and he has a big off season, he could definitely move up to decent or even classy, depending on how he goes. But
if I'm a Dragon supporter, I'm being patient with him even next year. I say give him 18 more months, man, and come the year 2024, that's when you start really turning on the heat on Ramsey. Unless, of course, if Ramsey has a bad year next year, I'd say give him a little bit more time, man. Give Dragons fans just be a little bit patient with Ramsey.
Cody Ramsey reminds me of I'm not comparing him to Dylan Edwards, but he's got a similar game to him because he doesn't really have that ball playing ability. He just runs a lot and he just does all the hard yards. So he's very similar to Dylan Edwards, but he's nowhere near Dylan Edwards' level.
Yeah, agreed.
He doesn't have that ball playing ability that, like a Tedesco or a Latrell Mitchell or Tommy Turbo have. But he's definitely he's not too bad in my opinion. He's all right. He's average. All right. Let's go to someone good, someone awesome. Dylan Edwards. Dylan Edwards. Where would you have him? He's had a blinder of a year.
Good. I'd say Dylan Edwards has been exceptional in 2022. I don't think he's going to win Dally M Player of the Year. He could beat Tedesco for Dally M Fullback of the Year. I'm going to put Dylan Edwards in the best fullback. I just think he's been outstanding for 2022, bro.
I don't think Dylan Edwards is going to be the best fullback that we rank on this list, but he's definitely in that category, bro. I think I'm with you. He's definitely in that best section, maybe at the bottom end, but fuck, he's a good player.
He's been amazing this year. Like, I remember back in round 10 or thereabouts where I was looking at post-contact meters and you saw Taumalolo and Junior Paolo inside the top 5, Talakai, and Dylan Edwards was inside that top 5 in a land among giants, man. Dylan 100%. Edwards has been amazing.
100%. Dylan Edwards is a top 3 fullback in the comp. He's a freak. Outstanding. All right. Let's go to someone who's been a bit underwhelming this year, mate. West Tigers fullback Dane Laurie. Gee, he's had a backwards year. And look, I'm a fan of him, but gee, he has been very underwhelming this season.
Yeah, I'm a fan of him too, but how well can you go when you're in a team of bastards? Sorry for any Tigers fans out there. I can't put Dane Laurie in the horrible fullback. I can't, but I'm going to put Dane Laurie in the average fullback and even behind Cody Ramsey, mate. I'd have Dane Laurie behind Cody Ramsey.
I mean, we are basing it off this year's form.
Yep.
I am very, very tempted to put him in the horrible section. He's had a horrible year. Year. I have heard rumors that he might be moving to 5'8" next year, and if that happens, I'm going to throw up. But,
what?
Yeah, I've heard rumors that he wants to play 5'8" next year, and good God, I hope it doesn't happen.
Holy crap.
You know what? I'm going to put him in horrible. I think he's horrible. This year he's been terrible. I really believe that. I mean, that might be a little bit harsh, but he's definitely not in the same section as Ramsey and Meaney for me. Like, no way.
I guess it's like I asked the question, who have been the best 3 Tigers players in 2022? And, you know, Joe Fangawi won the Tigers Player of the Year. And Jackson Hastings is certainly, you know, up there too. So, I don't know. Yeah, I can't blame you for putting him in horrible. And I was going to put him in the lowest part of the average category. So if you want to put him in the high end of horrible, I'll go with you, mate. I'll go with you, man.
All right. We'll put him in the bottom for now, but we could change it later on. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. All right, let's go to someone. I thought he had a decent year in a struggling side. We'll go to Newcastle Knights fullback Caitlyn Ponga. Definitely had his good moments this year, but the whole season for Newcastle was a disaster. Caitlyn, where would you rank KP, mate?
I want to put him in horrible because he had maybe one good game against the Dragons and maybe one other good game elsewhere. But he's been injury affected. And it's funny that Tex Hoy took over and they started winning a couple of more games as well.
That was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, Caitlyn Ponga, man, I want to, maybe just because, like, I'm just a bit over the Caitlyn Ponga circus at the moment, but he has been injury ravaged, so he'd be another one in the low end of average, bro, just based on 2022 form alone. And his State of Origin games were great, but we're not basing it off the State of Origin series. We're basing it off his club competition form. So I'd go.
I know exactly right. We're talking about this year's form, basing it off this season's form. And if we were ranking these fullbacks as, you know, when they're at their best, Ponga would be probably where Govison is. But based off this year, I don't even know if I could chuck him in decent.
Nah, you can't.
I think has he had a better year than Nick Meaney, or is he behind him? Because I reckon he might be just in front of Nick Meaney.
Gee whiz, when you put it like that, there's a split hair between them, mate.
There isn't much in it, is there? Based off this year.
And Meaney's played more football than Caitlyn Ponga this year as well. Oh, we'll put him in front for now. I'll put him in front just for now.
Yeah, just for now. And we'll have a look later and see if we can change it. I'm just reading the chat. Someone said Ponga is great when he's in the toilets. Good point. All right, let's go to Scott Drinkwater, mate, from our boys out the Cowboys. Scotty Drinkwater. I mean, Fuck me.
Yeah.
He's had the year of
Wow.
his career. Scott Drinkwater. I don't think he's in the best, but I'm putting Drinkwater in the classy fullback section for me, bro.
He's been based on his 2022 form. He's been rewarded with a 5-year contract extension, mate. Don't know how much it's worth. Based on where he came from last season, he missed more tackles than anyone else in the competition, and I hate reminding people of that. But he had a really ordinary year last year, and I'm just really pleased for him that he's just really realised his potential, and he's not even hit his peak form yet either. Now, is he better than Gutherson?
Yeah,
I'd probably say he would be. Yeah, I'd say he's had a better year than Gutherson, man.
There's not much between them, but Drinkwater's definitely done more than Gutherson has this year. Drinkwater, for me, I don't know where we're going to have like the top 5, top 10 and all that. Like, obviously, we'll get to it. But Drinkwater's got to be top 5 or very close.
Very close. Yeah.
Based off this year, he's been unbelievable. Yeah. Drinkwater, classy fullback, without a doubt. All right. Let's go to another fullback I think we're going to rank in the best, and his name is James Tedesco.
Well, what do you say that hasn't been said about Tedesco? He's won his 5th straight Roosters Player of the Year award just the other night. But
special player.
Dylan Edwards has had a very special year, Nick, bro.
Yeah.
And James Tedesco took a bit to get going, man.
100%.
This season. Look,
it's close.
Personally, man, I'd have him behind Dylan. I think Dylan Edwards
really?
Has been the best fullback. I think Dylan Edwards has been the best fullback this year, man.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
Wow. You know what? I would have Tedesco in front.
Yeah.
But if there's a way that you can have these guys equal first with no second, a tie for the best fullback, I think you'd have to go with a tie between Edwards and Tedesco. They've both been so good.
Yep. Yeah. Dylan Edwards started the year on fire, and it's just they've just sort of crossed each other, and now, as you say, they're very much equal, man.
I'm going to give you the Dylan Edwards one to be in front, but I would have Teddy in front. That's just me. But I think we both agree. You could switch Edwards and Tedesco, and they would not look out of place at all.
Yep, definitely.
Both superstar fullbacks, unbelievable players. All right. Let's go to someone, I reckon, mid-table, bro. Reuben Garrick from the Manly Seagulls. Now, obviously, he played fullback majority of the year with Tommy Turbo being out injured. I thought Reuben Garrick had a very solid year. In my opinion, top 5 most improved players this year. I would have Reuben Garrick in the decent fullback section.
Mate, I think he's a B-stick away from being in the classy section, bro.
He's not far off.
He's not far off, man. He, I think, was the best part about Manly's fight to stay alive in the premiership race this season, man. He was great when Tom Turbo went down. He was great before Tom Turbo went down, man. 100%. And then, just the drama surrounded just took the sparkle off of his form.
Decent for me.
Like the top end of decent, bro.
He's a good player, Reuben Garrick. He is a very good player.
Yeah.
I thought he really stood up this year. And I got to say, there was a part of me towards the back end of the year, after the Manly drama, I was going to write Garrick, most improved player of the year. And then I thought, fuck, he's right up there. He's such a gun.
Yeah. And, isn't there rumours, too, that Newcastle are trying to poach him as well?
Yeah, I'm hearing that Newcastle want him and Ponga to 5'8". Oh, God, I hope that doesn't happen.
Jesus, no way.
Just stay at Manly, Garrick. If you want to play fullback, go to the Dolphins.
True.
Simple as that. All right, let's go to the Bulldogs. Jake Avarillo. Now, he started the year at halfback and then he ended up at fullback on the back end of the year. I thought Avarillo did a really good job at fullback for the Dogs. Avarillo is one of those fullbacks where I think he's probably just in front of Nick Meaney for mine, or maybe just behind him.
I'm sorry to sound boring, mate, but I completely agree with you. There is a really good year of footy coming his way in the next few years, Jake Avarillo. He's toiled away for a couple of years now, and he's a good footballer. You can see it in him, but he's been in this debacle of a Bulldogs system, and I think under the right coach, maybe it's Cameron Cervaldo, he can explode and have a really breakout year. But I'm with you, man. I think he's just behind Nick Meaney, bro.
Mate, I said at the start of the year, I don't know if you remember this. I remember at the start of the year, I said the Bulldogs need to put Avarillo at fullback. He's got that ball playing ability, he's got the speed, and he's got the agility to be a fullback. But he kept playing halfback. And then he moved to fullback, and I'm going, he is doing a good job at fullback. He's not a great fullback. He's probably not even decent. He's probably average still, but he's getting better.
He certainly is. That's a great rap on the young man from you, mate. And Trent Barrett, bro, needs to be, shot in the head even more so. Sorry, that's a bad term to use, man. But like Trent Barrett, man, just to try and mold him into a halfback. Avarillo was never a halfback. Not once, man. No.
He was either a center or he was a fullback for me. Now, I've got a big call to make here. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say it. Jake Avarillo will be a top 10 fullback next year.
Dude, look, I just said there's going to be a year where he's going to explode, and maybe next year it is. That's a massive fallback, bro, for sure.
He could be around that, 8 to 10 mark for fullbacks. I think he's a weapon. And he's going to be playing with a new coach. A new coach will be, showing him new tricks. And they're getting better players there with Kikau and Marnie, so things might work out better for Avarillo. Let's just hope the Bulldogs don't get rid of him. Just keep him.
Yep, agreed, man. I like Avarillo, man, for sure.
I think he's a gun. All right, let's go to the Warriors fullback, Reece Walsh. Gee, he had an underwhelming year, didn't he?
That's putting it lightly, mate. Horrible year from Reece Walsh. He only scored the 2 or 3 tries. He was enveloped in drama. Half the time, he didn't look like he wanted to be there. He did ended up being a massive waste of time. He did get dropped. He wanted to come out in that final game after he played half an hour and got hurt. Wanted to come back onto the field, and Stacey Jones said, nah. Reece Walsh, horrible year, man. Horrible.
I would have him over Dane Laurie, though, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Just. But
so you
Walsh,
put him in horrible?
Yeah, I put him in horrible as well. But I tell you what, when he goes to the Broncos next year, he definitely won't be horrible. I reckon he'll go from horrible to decent next year.
Well, look, man, I really hope so, because albeit he had a horrible year, we all still see the talent in him, bro. 100%. And the question, and I know that there is a massive Broncos fan in the vicinity of you right now that might overhear me. And there's a few Broncos fans in the chat right now, but, they dropped off really badly, obviously, Broncos this year. And I don't know if Reece Walsh coming into the side next year will really help them go to the next level, because he's still so young and learning himself.
Yeah. No, look, I think he'll be okay at the Broncos. New team, better players. All due respect to the Warriors, they don't have a great squad. Broncos have got Reynolds. They've got a lot of good young kids there that are improving a lot. So I think he'll do all right. But
that's true.
This year it was terrible. There's no doubt about that. All right. The final 5. Latrell Mitchell. Now, he did miss, 6-7 weeks, and then he came back, and good Lord almighty, when he came back from injury, he just became this friggin' superstar freak. Latrell Mitchell. I know where I want to put him, but I want to know where you would have Latrell.
Well, he's not going in horrible. He's not going in average. I'm going to put him in classy fullback, Nick.
Wow.
I'm going to put Latrell in classy. And, I don't want to put him in front of Scott Drinkwater. I don't want to put him in front of Scott Drinkwater, mate, because Drinkwater's played every game this year, bro. Mitchell hasn't. And not every game that Mitchell has played since he's come back has been a barnstormer. So I'd put him behind Scott Drinkwater, bro.
I would put him right behind Tedesco.
Oh, but not in the same category, right?
I'd put Latrell Mitchell over Drinkwater. I'm not joking.
But you're not going to put Mitchell in the best fullback category.
Yeah, I would.
I
would. Bro, if he wasn't at South wouldn't even be in the top 8 right now. They were barely even in the 8 before he came back.
Look, that's a great argument, man. But to put him in, oh man,
it's so hard. It's so
He's
hard.
such a divisive bastard, even when we're trying to be nice and fair to him, you know?
I think he's better than Drinkwater this year, but it's so close.
It's a bee's dick. I can't put him in front of Drinkwater, man.
All right. I'll go with you. I'll put him behind Drinkwater just because he's played every game, Drinkwater, and he's only had, 3 or 4 bad games, Drinkwater, if that. But
if Latrell Mitchell can drink his milk next year, man, and not be injured, and keep on the field, play 18 games next year, maybe 20, absolutely he is the best fullback in the game. And I think Buzz Rothfield said recently that Latrell Mitchell could be the first ever player to be like a $2 million player or something like that. Maybe not 2 million. But he's not far away, man. I can see a world where he actually does break that record, bro. But just based on form this year, man, he's missed half the season. And a quarter of the games he's played, I don't think he's been all that.
I'm just reading the chat, Sam, and someone said Latrell Mitchell wouldn't even be in the top 10. He's a center. I look at stats. He's definitely top 10. He's top 5 for sure.
Yeah, no, he's definitely top 10, fighting for top 5, man, for sure. For sure.
I don't want to be negative when I say this, but if anybody thinks that Latrell Mitchell is not top 10 fullback in the comp, you shouldn't be watching rugby league.
Wow.
Latrell's top 10. If you don't believe Latrell Mitchell's a top 10 fullback, stop watching the game of rugby league. I'm serious. He's a superstar, bro.
Yes, I agree.
I would have Latrell over Drinkwater, but you'd have Drinkwater in front, so we're going to go with Drinkwater in front, but I've got no argument either way. I think it's fantastic. All right. Tamari Martin from the Broncos. Now, Tamari Martin started the year off on fire. I think Brisbane I think he won 8 in a row with him when he came back, and he got injured, and then I think it took him about 2 weeks to get back into the side. Tamari Martin, bro, he does the job at fullback, doesn't he? He does the job.
He certainly does, mate. I think he had a better year than Caitlyn Ponga. Let's start there.
Yeah, I think so.
But do we put him in the decent category? Knowing how badly Brisbane fell off. I'm sorry to remind Broncos fans of that again, but Tamari Martin did get injured. He missed a few games, and he did drop off in form as well, like the rest of the club did. Mate, tough.
Behind Garrick, I think.
Behind Garrick, yeah, indecent. Behind Garrick, indecent.
I think so. I think I agree. with that. All right. 3 more, mate. 3 more to go.
Yep.
Let's go to the Titans. Now, the Titans have had a few fullbacks this year, but we're going to use Jaden Campbell. Where would you go with Jaden Campbell here? This is a difficult one, isn't it?
It's a really difficult one, man. He was really good in their extra time win against the Dragons at Magic Round. And he had a wonderful standout performance. But besides that, he's been really injury riddled, and I don't even know if I could have him. I don't even know if I could I don't know if I could have him even in front of Cody Ramsey, to be honest
No
with you,
way.
Nick.
He's right
No, I
behind
couldn't.
Ramsey.
Yeah, but then we're in agreement. I think behind Ramsey, mate, in the average category.
Yeah, 100% agree. I'm glad you said that because when I was looking at it, I'm going, he's definitely not better than Ramsey. He's right behind Cody, so he's going right there. So,
Yeah.
Jaden Campbell right there. He's definitely a good player, and he's definitely going to improve. But he just didn't have a great year. The Titans were terrible this year. So, he'll get better, but this year he was pretty average, right? Pretty average. All right, 2 more. Let's go to Will Kennedy, bro. Sharky's fullback.
Ooh.
He had a good year, Will Kennedy, but he had a few injuries. But, I thought he was pretty good this year, Will Kennedy.
Hasn't the last couple of weeks left a bad taste in our mouths, man? Unfortunately for him. Very bad end to the season for Will Kennedy, bro. But
I know where I'd put him too. I know exactly where I'd put him.
Oh, wow. Okay. I have him in between Garrick and Gutherson. I have him in between, but what do you think, man? Is he in classy or is he in decent?
I've got him in classy right behind Gutherson, right behind him. Just in front of Garrick, but there is a much between them. But I'd go Kennedy just in front of him.
I'm happy for you to, based on this year, behind Gutherson, bro, in classy.
He's had a good year, but it could have been better.
Yep.
Now, this last one. What's that?
Do you go decent then? Do you go decent for William Kennedy then?
No, I think he's had a classy year. I mean, before he got injured and that, he was killing it. And then he came back, was a bit sloppy. I think he's been pretty good this year. He's at the bottom end of classy.
Yep. Okay.
All right. The last one. Now, this one is difficult to judge as well. He's been hot and cold. He's had some good moments, bro. Xavier Savage from Canberra.
Yeah, he's still really rough around the edges, and he's certainly been better than Caitlyn Ponga, and I don't know if he's been better than Tamare Martin.
I think he has.
And I don't think he's been better than Reuben Garrick.
Definitely behind Garrick, but I think he's in front of Martin, but it's really tight.
Yeah, so I put him in decent for sure.
I'd put him in front of Tamare Martin, bro, but only just.
No, I can ride with that, man. Yeah, I can ride with that.
All right, well, let's do it. Xavier Savage. All right. So based off what we've gone, bro, the top 16 NRL fullbacks in order. I'm going to go through this list in order. So 16 is Dane Laurie, 15 Reece Walsh, 14 Jaden Campbell, 13 Cody Ramsey, 12 Jake Avarillo, 11 Nick Meaney, 10 Caitlyn Ponga, 9 Tamare Martin, 8 Xavier Savage, 7 Reuben Garrick, 6 Will Kennedy, 5 Clint Gutherson, 4 Latrell Mitchell, 3 Scott Drinkwater, 2 James Tedesco, and 1 Dylan Edwards. Is there anything you would change?
I'd technically give the wooden spoon to Reece Walsh, not Dane Laurie.
Okay. I can. Yeah. All right. You know what? Let's do it. Let's swap it. I can live with that. Walsh is 16 and Laurie is 15.
Yeah. And besides that, man, I think we're good, bro.
I think we've got the top 10 right. I would probably have Latrell over Drinkwater and Teddy over Edwards, but that's just me. I think Gutherson and Kennedy are in the right spot. Garrick, Savage, Martin are fine. I think Ponga would be behind Kennedy if Ponga didn't have a bad year, but an average year. But I think everything else is right. I mean, I'm looking at Meaney and Ponga, and I'm debating whether to switch them two up.
Yeah, it's a bit like that, man. Yeah, Meaney's really probably the hardest one to rope in, man, to wrangle in. What's the chat saying, man? Are they in agreement? Chat, are you in agreement with Nick and I?
A lot of people are saying that Tedesco in front of Edwards is a bit wild. I mean, Edwards over Teddy.
Okay.
A few people are saying Savage is in between Ponga and Meany. So, okay.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Promanzo Vids is saying that. I don't think Kennedy was better than last year, but he's still up there. That's what National Sports Loaded is saying.
Yep.
Ponga and Meany is the only one I would probably change now. But fuck, this is. You know what? Let's just leave it. I think I'm okay with it.
Yeah. I think we've done really, really well, man.
I think we've done very well with this list, and you guys can let us know in the comment section after we finish this live stream. Do you agree? What would you change up? Just let us know.
And
right,
Nick, man, just a question without notice, bro.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm going to do. Technically, you're standing on the podium on Dally M night, and you got to read out the name for the best fullback of the year. Who are you going to give it to?
I'd give it to Tedesco by a fingernail.
I'd give it to Dylan Edwards. So It's close, man, but they both deserve to be up the top.
And I think with the other one is as well as I would have Latrell Mitchell at number 3 and Drinkwater at 4, but you'd have Drinkwater at 3 and Latrell at 4, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. All right, Sam. Bro, thanks for coming on. It's been a lot of fun doing this. I really appreciate your time tonight.
No, thank you for having me, man. Thank you to the chat. And we'll do some more content together in the future. Thank you, man.
Absolutely, mate. I'll definitely get you back on for another one of these rankings, bro. Really appreciate your time tonight. And thank you to everyone in the live chat for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for another live stream. But until then, have a good night, everyone. We'll see you guys in the next one.